What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Expeditions. So in this video I'm going to be doing an expedition called Nearby Areas. It's in Little Colorado. There's a requirement for this one, and it's a metal detector. So I'm going to have to search for some things. It's easy. There's going to be height differences in the terrain, and I may need spare parts. So it just so happens there's a free metal detector, and I've got it on this International Loadstar 1700. As far as the metal detector, I'm good to go, but it just so happens I don't have cargo space. No, sorry, sideboard space. I don't have sideboard space in this truck, so I can't get the spare parts. So hopefully I'm not going to need them. Okay, starting expedition. So they're going to actually put me across the map and start me over here in a different area. And I wasn't really expecting that, but that's fine. So really the main part of this expedition is just getting back to where I thought I was, because that's where everything takes place. That's where there's three things I have to find, and that's where they are. So I got to make my way back to the other base. So here I go, taking some damage to the gas tank. Perfect, outstanding, I love it. And yeah, I've got my headlights on, but here in just a second I'm going to stop and go to the map and just switch it to daytime. The thing is about that though, when you can switch it, you just click L3, but it does not tell you what time it is. And also, I don't think it tells you north, south, east, and west on the map either. If you can't tell, what I'm doing here is trying to decide, should I go around this water or try to go through it? And just going to go gung-ho, not even going to pull out the echo sounder. Just going to drive right through because I can see the bottom. I can see my route and everything looks fine, but it turns out to be just a little bit deeper than I thought. Still not any trouble really, just takes a second to cross. That's funny. Trying to put it into all-wheel drive. I don't have that yet for this truck, so I'm just messing around with the low gears, just trying to get it to move a little bit. Maybe I should have taken the time and routed this out on the map for myself. But it actually turns out not that bad. Not that bad at all. So I've come across another body of water here that I need to cross. And also this steep little drop off. So I think I am going to check the map out real quick and find out that if I go to the right or south, the way I'm looking at the map, right down the coast, then there's my way across. There's my way across, but it's kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. This is probably the moment that I really thought I screwed up. That coast to the right here just does not look that friendly, and as I'm coming down to try to go for it anyway, I see another little spot to the left down there with some rocks sticking up out the water. So that may just be shallow enough for me to cross. Yeah, there's some hindsight involved here doing commentary like this. This looks so stupid. Why am I doing this? I was like scared to go in the water. I don't know, scared that I would slip down into the water or something. But yeah, this is the better route. Just forget the rocks. It's not too deep right here along the edge. And now, I don't know, it looks deep here, and this water is hauling ass. That's a hell of a current. I have not seen a current like that in SnowRunner, I don't believe. So my plan is to maybe let the current help me. I'm just going to get as close to these rocks as I can. Actually, I'm putting the wheel up on one of these rocks, and luckily this tree over here is close enough to grab a hold of too. Though I probably did not need it, I don't know. But yeah, I got across that water, and just a straight shot over to the other headquarters now instead of going around the water. Much better. Setting the route through here, it's pretty obvious that it's not going to be too hard to get over here the rest of the way. Okay, there we go. Stage completed. Metal detector. If the indicators on the metal detector turn white, it means that there are objects to search within a radius of 200 meters. A metal detector gives you information about the location and range of objects. Red is for resources, blue items, and green for upgrades. Okay, nice. Go ahead and whip out the old metal detector, and I see some colors shining on the ground. There's white, there's going to be some green, red, and there, that symbol behind me looks like it's not too far away, so I'm going to go try to check that out. So I did pull out my metal detector a couple more times just to make sure I'm going the right direction. But you don't really need to see that. So yeah, what I'm looking for is straight over here, just up on that tiny little cliff. So, and it's got a path going straight up there around this side. Perfect for me to come on up and get what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for is apparently this airdrop with $100 cash and a free anchor. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and repair everything that I can. And now since I'm all repaired, I think the best way to get off of here is to back up the way I came. And now I need to use the metal detector again because there's two more things that I need to find over here in this region, or this area. Now those two little symbols had arrows pointing up on them, so I assumed they were up on this cliff behind me. So I'm going to back up, turn around and have a look, and determine that there's really no good way to get up there, especially seeing as how all I have is one anchor. So to me, fresh in the game, it's new to me and everything, I guess, so it's just obvious to me they're up here on that cliff. So I'm looking for the best way to get up, and yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I have an anchor to use. I can't seem to get up here, and there's nothing to attach a winch to, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw that anchor out. Just use it up just as soon as I get it. Yeah, well, this little part here, going up the mountain or trying to get up there, is I've got it sped up 2 times, so you don't have to suffer quite like I did. Right there, I was checking to see if there's a way you can recover your anchor, pick it back up, use it again later, but I couldn't figure it out. I guess maybe there's not a way to do that. If there is a way to recover your anchors, maybe somebody can let me know in the comments. Much appreciated. So I've come to this spot here, and I wish I had another anchor. I really don't think there's any way to get up here. But here I go trying anyway. Seems like something that might actually work out for you in SnowRunner every now and then. And in SnowRunner there would have been a little tree or something up there. But anyway, this little rocky path looks like a better option. So I'm just going to try that. And then now, since I'm getting up here almost all the way, I decided to go ahead and, well, I think I tried to get my drone out, but I pushed the wrong button. Go ahead and detect. So yeah, I'm going to pull my drone out and have a look up on the cliff where I was trying to go. And in doing so, what I discover is it's not up on the cliff. It's actually in the little valley between these two cliffs. You'll have a quick, there it is right there. So yeah, I'm going to back down and go around. But this gave me an opportunity to back over this anchor here, attach my winch to it, and push instead of pull to kind of rappel down that little rocky cliff. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so now I'm going to back up over here and put it back to regular speed. What I end up finding in here is actually an upgrade. It's a high range gearbox, just sadly not for this truck. It's for the TUZ 16 Action. A high-range gearbox with an increased gear count, top speed, and fuel efficiency at the expense of lower strength. That's okay. It's always pretty strong enough in SnowRunner. So there's one more thing to go over there and pick up, and man, I wish I knew which icon I was looking for beforehand. But I end up checking just about every square box over there possible, And right here seemed simple enough to go right back up this little slope. Nope, can't turn towards it. There's a tree. I'll just use the dead tree. And it just takes a second to get back up. Barely got enough room to get right and almost end up flipping over. Alright, so here we go. Off to the little resources. One more resource to find. Let me just make sure I'm going the right way. Alright, so according to the metal detector that time, it should just be right on the other side of these buildings. And luckily there's a little way to cross this small ravine. Alright, so I'm coming around here to the other side of this building where the resource should be. And yeah, I've got this footage sped up also because, well, I just wasn't too sure which one of these places it wanted me to go to. Obviously not the headquarters here, but I'm just going to check it out anyway. There's two options. Trade and something else there. Metal detector one more time and it's behind me. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it is the headquarters. Let's check it one more time. Okay, so you can trade here and there's also a store. But there's nothing really in either place that I'm supposed to be doing. Getting a little gas. I guess I got a little gas for free. Okay, so metal detector right here where I thought it was, and it's still behind me. And now it's in front of me, but also something to the right of me over here. I don't know why it's showing me two directions. There's only one more thing to get. So now I thought this was it, question mark. No, this is another task. I guess I'm gonna have to make some kind of bloopers reel after a few videos. Now I see the little parachute, and that's obviously it, just like the other one. Oh. No, it's the one next to it. So finally, expedition success. And for all my troubles, I get 2,200 cash. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.